Okay, let's have a look at one of the other games that we lost. So this is my second time trying this video thing, and hopefully it goes a little better. I know that after a while the pause button stops working, so we'll be ready for that. Doing my jungle route, getting a leash from you guys. Nice hook there. Whoa, you took a lot of damage there. What happened? Yeah, you got you got outplayed there, Trev, and also took minion damage too. I'm gonna actually put up our fog of war. That way we have an idea of some of the decisions we're making based on the vision we have. Okay, nice hook. Very nice. Nice. So yeah, now that's one thing that you did well. You went in for a quick trade and got out, and notice Matt kind of overstayed by a little bit, and he lost. Look at the health that he lost from minions. Let's rewind that again real quick. Bam! All these minions focusing, aggroing on him. Took something from Ash. Look at that. Bam! Oh, jeez. It's from minions. So yeah, you played that well, Trev. I mean, you got out, quick trade, and all right. So you guys are pressuring them, pushing the wave in. See, when you have this pressure, you've got more room to just kind of poke at them or harass them. Although Trev, I think you would be better off stepping forward a little bit more, or just kind of like hovering around. Well, yeah, you hovering around this area is all right, but better off I would just ward that area. This is a great chance to ward. You should have done that earlier. Because remember, about 3 minutes in is when a jungler finishes their route, and if you look at me, right, I've already finished. Let's go back at 3 minutes. You know, another great way of tracking where the other jungler could be is, you know, by the time I finish my third camp, it is likely that they finish their third camp, and that's when they're usually coming for gank. This would be a good time to ward here or up here. You know that I'm up here. Better to just ward there to get some good vision. But I mean, I'm there so you guys know that you are secure. Looking at the farm here. So here's something that I'm kind of worried about. Look at you've got the lane pushed in, yet despite that pressure, Ashe is actually about to outfarm you. Okay, let's see what happened mid lane. So I noticed after taking scuttles, getting some health back, that LeBlanc is being pretty aggressive. Alright, LeBlanc blows her gap closer. I go in. That was a good bait by Vel'Koz there. Well played, buddy. Well played. One on here. Vel'Koz is a little ahead, and Aurelia is a little ahead of Riven. So here's one thing that I would like you to kind of look at. Trev, I mean, why are you all the way back here? You are the tanky beefy support. So is Tom Kench, but you should be using your presence. They don't have a ward here. Just walk up here and hide in here. Force them to drop a ward, and even then you can walk back and forth. Make it hard for them to just walk around. Because look at you all the way back here. Ash can, does he? Yeah, there you go. Every time Jinx goes to farm, Ash is able to poke at Matt, and that's because you have no presence right now. You missed the hook and you lost even more presence. So I mean, you like to be the playmaker, but you don't know when to actually take the right times to address. Look at all this harass Matt is taking because you don't have the presence here. And then when you go in at some of the worst times. So I hope this kind of helps you see these things. Look, you're still all the way back here. Why are you using your hook for that? See, look, Tom Kench is doing a great job using his presence. Look at he is pressuring Matt. I mean, Matt has to respect that. He can't just walk over here. He can't. And then you've got the wave pushing back too. So you guys just don't have that line. Okay, so you land a good hook. Nice. Nice. Okay, you get a summoners. He gets stunned. Tom Kench is freaking tanky as heck. Good. Look at all the harass that's going on. Matt should be attacking Ash here. No, he's not. And you get free harass too. Tom Kench goes back in. Okay, flash. So Tom Kench blows both his summoners. Okay, a heal. Alright. So, hey. So a lot of the issues we're having, and we're wondering why we get crapped on in lane. This is one of the things. It's, so let's going all the way back, right? Going all the way back. Pre-fight. How long ago was this? So LeBlanc died a while ago. She is up again. You guys should be wary of that. Okay, so we see she's back in lane. And Matt is already kind of low. We got a big wave pushing back. You need to start backing out. You need to start respecting them because if a fight breaks out, they have the advantage. Look at that, right? So you land a hook behind the minion line. You guys are fighting. Got a good exhaust, right? Trev should have exhausted Ash. Just so that you guys would stay even in summoners, right? That way you guys can trade even. But I mean, it looks like despite that, it looks like you guys had some wiggle room and you guys are winning this. Now you're just a little. Alright, minions are coming up. You really need to back up. See, look at or Jinx is already dragging some minion aggro towards her because she attacked Ash. And now you're focusing on minions. At this point you should have backed out. You should have just completely backed out. And unfortunately, you guys didn't know that LeBlanc was headed down this way. And boom. So if you guys had established some warding down there earlier, or played a little safer because you guys didn't know where LeBlanc was, LeBlanc would have been way behind Vel'Koz without a kill, right? He's kind of calling his MIA now. I think that's some of you guys tilting and doing a whole question mark thing, right? But so let's go back and see if that could have been avoided at all, right? So this is post LeBlanc dying. Let's. Okay, so LeBlanc just died. Low death timers. You guys got wards going, great. You guys are secure. Just so you know, Matt, your ward is still up. So you haven't dropped a ward yet. Can this still be avoided? At this point, LeBlanc is up. Alright, so you dropped your ward over here. So, you know, again, no presence going on here. Ashe is just doing whatever she wants. I mean, you guys should know this by now. I mean, you guys have been playing ADC support for so long, and Matt, I mean, Matt, you've been ADC pretty much since forever. So you should know about this whole trading thing. You should have got down. Okay, so LeBlanc is missing. Look at Vel'Koz pinging. MIA, MIA, MIA. That's... Your wards have just died, right? Where is LeBlanc right now? Okay, she's back in lane. All right. Oops. Okay, so she shoved a wave in. You guys have no wards. She disappeared from the map. Vel'Koz should have called something, but I mean, Trev, you're a support. For one, you're not up here, so why can't you? You should be able to look around here because you're in a safe position. There's no need for you to micromanage anything. Otherwise, you gotta be up here somewhere. You gotta be establishing your presence. You did land that hook, nice, but because of this lack of vision, they suddenly go aggressive. Like, you gotta think to yourself, why would Tahm Kench suddenly just walk right up? And look how aggressive he's being. That should signal something's up for you right now. And so, unfortunately, you guys didn't catch on to this. You didn't. And I mean, there's so many small things that you could have picked up on. Those were just a few of them. So, anyways, so now you guys are down a little bit. Farm-wise, Ashe is ahead by about 3. And you miss a good portion of all that farm. So I mean, like, notice the difference here. When you guys were shoving the wave, Ashe was staying even in farm, right? When they push the wave in, man, you're falling behind. So, Trev, in this case, when this wave was here, what I think Jinx should have done was, one, Matt, you should have froze the wave up there, and Trev, you should have walked up past the wave to zone Ashe. So let's go back over here. First and foremost, you don't know if anyone's in here, so why are you pushing back? Alright. I mean, the tower was killing them, so the wave is resetting, but watch what Ashe does. Does she push back? Doesn't look like it. But I mean, this is ward. You know no one's there. So, you know, Trev, you need to walk up here. Maybe ward that rush or something, but walk up here, establish your presence. Matt, you need to stop auto-attacking. Just try to let the minion wave push back. Try to zone her off, make her lose farm experience. Because you guys pushing up, there's this whole vision area, vision field that you don't know if anyone's there. And I mean, sure, this is being paranoid, this is being too anal about it, but no, seriously, someone could be in here. We haven't seen the jungle appear anywhere else, have we? So, and I don't know what that was. But, I'm not trying to be mean, but the way you guys are playing, it's like as if you guys just started playing League of Legends. There's all these things that you guys just aren't taking into account. There's nothing in your playstyle that's telling me or showing me that you've got more experience than someone who just started playing League and who is in bronze. So wait. Alright, back up. Let's slow this down. Things you gotta notice when you're playing here. Ash is low on mana, so pushing in wouldn't be a bad idea. Tom Kench is back, but he's level 4. You guys are even in levels, okay? Ash is not backed yet. That's a big thing. Remember, Tom Kench has backed, so you need to know what items he's got. He's got. Is that the second? No. Okay. So and Trev has no pots with him too. So Tom Kench has sustain. You guys would be at a disadvantage fighting if you're looking at the supports, but Ash has no mana. So look at Tom Kench going out here. Look at the presence that he is establishing that you should be able to do too, not less. Yet, and look at, as a result, like Matt's gotta drop spells and do this. At this point, you guys gotta turn on him. You gotta punish him for that. And now on the other side, Nautilus, you need to know when you can push your presence around. Because look, Ash has no pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Look at this farm lead that she's getting. She hasn't even back yet. She has no mana. You guys are not punishing this at all. And then now you're backing, right? Now you're backing. Oh. You lost out on some experience. Tom Kench gets to clear some wards. And then you guys choose to fight when you guys have a minion wave against you guys. You guys are just not, you guys aren't making any sense at all right now. Right? And then so at least at this point you know to respect 2 people versus 1. But it should be so obvious. Like, how could this death have been avoided? Let's see. So ham at the wrong time. Look at that. Are you trying to execute that or what's going on? You're going to ham at the wrong times. You have no sustain. Okay, so you... Was that worth whatever the execute was? I mean, really? Again, I'm not trying to... This is not an intent to be like roasting and insulting you, but just really, like... You gotta look at how you're playing, and I mean, if you're not really changing anything, and you're wondering why you're always losing lane, then that's... I don't know, right? Just, at least I hope with this it becomes a little more obvious. So right now, Vel'Koz is winning, right? Without, you know, aside from the kill LeBlanc got, Riven is not doing too hot actually. I mean, she's doing okay. And then Kale's a little ahead in farm, but I mean, I do have to assist. They're a little ahead. Good. I like this. Good. Okay. I didn't know I was coming in. I didn't know I was ulting in, but that was a good team play by all of us. I think even if I wasn't ulting in, I think it would have been a good play to go hard, go ham on that Tom Kench. Why? Because I think he's staying there by himself, and there's a good chance that Ash backed. Even if Ash stayed, she has no mana to follow up, right? You guys are full everything, and you guys have got a BF sword, you got all this. So just, even without me, you guys have the go to just jump straight on Tom Kench. Cool. Here's the other thing too, like, I don't know if you noticed, but my warding totem's almost constantly on cooldown, right? Okay, good, good. You dropped a ward. Okay. There are a lot of farm ribbons. And Vel'Koz is still getting a great lead. Okay, so Trev, when this is happening, you need to be up here. Either that or Matt needs to back the fuck up. This is good though. That is Ash. Ooh. That was way greedy. That was bad. That was very bad. Let's see here. Is there any way we could have known that LeBlanc was coming? No, we don't. But you don't know where jungler is. And, yep. That was bad. Like, with all this fog of war here and them clearing the ward, you should have expected someone's coming. If not LeBlanc, Kale. That's always gotta be a given. You gotta expect that at any point LeBlanc can collapse. Or Kale, sorry, Kale can collapse. The jungler, right? Did you guys... Okay. She still has her flash. I mean, honestly, if you had just started running back, you would have made it out alive, man. Considering the fact that I was collapsing in and coming in, too. So here we are trying to hold them off the turret. Why was it so far out? So that I can stop the minions from just crashing into the tower. That way you can still get your farm. Alright, so I'm ulting. Okay, that's why I ulted. Alright. Let's see what happened here. So I notice shizzle was going on the minimap. You know, pictures on top of each other is a good indication that a fight's going on, especially if Vel'Koz is running this way and there's two people sandwiching him. Riven making a good point to roam mid because she knows that she can cover mid since Aurelia appears to be either freezing or the wave is too far out for her to contest that farm or get that farm safely. So right here you're kind of low, Trev. You don't have any other forms of sustain. Okay, you guys are clearing some vision. Okay, good dive top side. Alright. Doing work. Okay. I don't get this. Like, why? Like, this is so ham and it just doesn't make sense. I mean, just how ham they are being, there should be an indication. And on top of that, Kayle walks through a ward, you completely ignore that. Okay, you got Vel'Koz come in, it's good. But I mean, this point is too late. Because I mean, Matt, you are an ADC, right? Why would you leave the... It's different if you are running away from an enemy who's diving and has gotten past the front line. But you ran away from the front line into the rest of the team. That's just bad positioning. And bad call making too. And even worse, you could have baited a horrible fight. Because Vel'Koz, come in, look where he's going. LeBlanc, what's LeBlanc doing? LeBlanc should be collapsing in. If she had followed him, she would have gotten Vel'Koz and she might have gotten Trev. So fails all around on that part. And they should have taken Dragon. This is what the enemy team should have done. They had no losses and our team suffered 2 losses. But I mean, this is, again, this goes to show how bad players are. I mean, one thing I'm trying to look at here is when we're playing the games, win or lose, are we better or are they just worse? In this case, we were worse than they were. That's why we're losing. I mean, they are giving up objectives that they could get free right now. They are bad. I'm not saying this in a mean way. I'm just saying this sort of on a scale. Maybe I'll look for a better way to scale things. But they are not LCS, that's for sure. They are not Platinum. The decision making that they're making as a team, you can tell this. So for us to lose to this means that we are playing pretty bad. We don't think we belong in bronze or silver or whatever. I think we do based on looking at all this. I mean, you guys died the first 6 minutes of the game? Again, positioning. Matt all the way out here by himself. What's to stop Tom Kench from just like eating Jinx up and throwing her all the way back here when Kale lane ganks? And because there's no vision around here, you guys have to play passive. You guys have to respect it. I mean, look at all the presence that this Tom Kench has compared to you, Trev. I mean, you play so aggressive, but look at that. See, that was a good exhaust by Tom Kench. That was a good exhaust. I don't know if you're noticing a trend here, Trev, but all the people that we're playing against, they might not be LCS Pro, they might not be Platinum, but they're exhausting at the right times. And so why Jinx dies, was this necessary? Was this necessary for our ADC to die? Nope. No. This was just Matt being greedy here. You had flash up. Tom Kench does not have flash. So again, like, one thing I like to ask is, what is the point of flash, right? What is the point of having flash? It's either to secure a kill, right? Help you get just enough to secure a kill, or to get away and survive. In this case, you flashed and you didn't get a kill. Did you get a kill? Did you get a kill? In this case, you didn't get a kill and you didn't even get away. So this was a horrible misplay on your part, Matt. Remember, this is 3 games in a row. This is the second game that we're watching. And it's fine. It's good. It's okay. You know, people have bad games, but this is not okay because this is regular. If we really believe that we belong in gold or above, we need to clean this shit up. Shit happening like this should only be happening like, you know, every few games, not every single game. Okay, so because the enemy team made a bad decision to leave Dragon up, we're getting Dragon right now. Again, based on what vision we do have. Everyone's missing, so we need to be a little careful. We need to be worried out. Something might be up. Just curious though. So Riven was just here. Okay, she chunked LeBlanc. Okay. And Aurelia just backed up. So it's very reasonable that Dragon is free right now. We just cleared the vision. LeBlanc was chunked. And it looks like she's trying to really push mid. She's blowing both her spells to push mid. And we know Aurelia was just top. Okay. Fast forward. Right here, Trev is pushing. And I would say just be careful with Jinx. Like, you know, shove this, and then I mean, you didn't. I mean, this is the best you could do in terms of shoving it because they showed up. But now you gotta realize that there's 2 people here. Maybe look at things you could do. Maybe could you have told everyone to rotate mid instead? I don't know. But you're playing really aggressive, but you have this warded, so that's fine. But why are you pushing this wave out though? Or why? Okay. Got Trev here. Alright. Where's your presence? Okay. Look at this. I mean, they're just getting to do free harass on you guys. I know Tom Kench is annoying, but I mean, you also have no presence to begin with. Like, when Tom Kench does shit like that, you gotta punish him, Trev. You gotta land that hook and start a fight. Start a fight, quick trade, and then get out. Like, if you had landed this hook right here, Tom Kench being cheeky, land a hook. He's gonna be in front of. He's gonna be with your minions right there. Punish him. Look at Ash has to run all the way up here just to respond. So you guys can get all this free damage and back off, or even stay to fight, because now you got minions, right? When Ash goes back up, unless Tom Kench autos, right? Unless he actually autos, these minions are gonna be focusing Ash. The fight's to your favor, and you guys just went all out, like an all-out scrap. You guys would have won that fight. Okay, looks like we had a decent collapse here. Look at that. That's presence, Trev. That's presence. Look at your front lining. That's the way to play it. Okay, let's look at how all this transpired here. So again, let's looking back at this. Okay, cool. Establishing ward control. What's made me think Kale was here? Okay, right. So I saw this go on, right? I saw a gank coming. I knew that there's two possibilities. Kale is either going to my jungle, or she's going bot lane. But either way, I needed to hover close by. So I smite this just to see if she's in my jungle, and sure enough, she's in the jungle. She's overextended. This is where you collapse. So there's several things that could have happened here. As Kale, like if I was playing Kale, this sort of made sense because of how passive your lane was. If these guys had pushed all the way up, Kale would have been good to go on there, because then like bot lane could collapse as well and get there on time. We would have pressure. But because they were slow to collapse, this is what happened. They weren't pushed out. They look at, see, Ash is straggling behind. Tom Kench was good. He realized it. But only because of this right here is why they lost the fight. Only because of this. Just because of this. That was the tipping point right there. If they had kept you guys under tower, by the time Kale saw me coming at her, she would have been able to run through this way and get away, and you, Matt, would have had to go loop through here rather than go through here. Or I think actually you went here. Let's scroll back, and I'm pretty sure Matt just ran right up through here. So again, I'd let you guys know that I think Kale is around. Okay, and look, Kale is actually, I think that's Kale. There's a little arrow right there. I smite, caught. Okay, all right. Looks like Matt is actually responding. Nice, nice awareness there. I think that's good communication. But look at what's going on here. Like Trev, this is horrible on your part. Like why are you all the way over here? Okay, you're collapsing, going around the long way, but this is the risk that you run. This is the risk that you run into. These are bad players. If they were good players, Ash would have walked straight up here, started focusing you. I'm not sure if you were paying attention, but they would have focused you. Tom Kench would have turned back on you, and they probably would have bursted you down. Tom wouldn't be able to save KO at that point because they were on you. But look at KO could go back through. And then they could all focus you down, and then KO could ult. And Tom would swallow and then take her away. Like, that could have played out totally differently if Ash was a little more competent with her lane control. Totally different story. The only reason we got away was because they were worse than us, not because we were good. Okay? That was just bad, Trev. Okay. Alright, I don't know how that happened, but alright, but we got a tower trade off, right? Too bad we didn't get first blood tower, but I was actually tempted to dive here because I know that Pantheon with the passive I could tank 2 tower shots, and I was actually tempted to dive Kale because one, she had no ult, but I backed off and I decided not to because Tom Kench, right? So annoying. Hope you guys are back after this. Okay, so here's another thing. Just to, I mean, with this, so Matt, with this you should have all 6 CS. At the end of this, you should be at 117. Are you gonna get all of those minions? Missed 1, missed 2, missed 3. You see what I'm trying to get at here? You really gotta clean this up. You just missed half of that wave. I mean, thank God our teammates at least have some pressure. This was kind of bad because Vel'Koz versus Irelia, this is... I think he's basically dead. Is he? Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. That's good. Again, you know, is it because our team played better, or is it because their team played worse? Let's look at that, right? Let's look at that. So Vel'Koz staying here with against an Irelia, that's just bad. That's just bad. Let's look at it from Irelia's standpoint, okay? Okay. Riven coming up. I'm pretty sure from mid lane, you can tell that Riven was coming up. Irelia tunneling on Vel'Koz. That's bad too. So that's 1-1 right now. 1-1. Going hyper aggressive versus Vel'Koz. That's two things. One, she's playing hyper aggressive, and one, hyper aggressive. Two, she is not being aware of her map. And 3, she could have finished Vel'Koz up with a Q, but she decided to hold and save it. So that's 3. What did we as a team do well? Let's see, what did we do as a team that was good? 1, while shit was happening over here, we kept this pressure over here, we kept the wave pushed out, Riven doing Riven things, but she's counter jungling. Vel'Koz split pushing. I mean, not the most optimal, but he's doing map pressure. That's 2. Riven coming in for the gank. 3. Right? So that's 3 good, 3 bad. I mean, that's a tough call. I would, that's really a tough call. They played pretty bad. I don't know if we can really say we played well there. Okay, alright, let's go back to how we're doing things here. I didn't know if Kale's ult was still up, otherwise I would have jumped on her, but looks like her ult was up. That's the other thing that people had to realize about Pantheon too. At level 6, a lot of other junglers actually gain something over Pantheon, because that's 4 damaging skills versus Pantheon, who's got 3 with 1 damaging skill that's conditional to land. Like, it's great for map pressure. It's kind of like TF, great for map pressure, but this is not great in a duel. Nice. Our team played this pretty well, dude. I mean, we've got some good awareness going on here. Okay. 2 people died, I think, but Riven's really low. Matt, I think you mentioned we should go for Rift, but We didn't because Ribbon backed. Possibly get some wards in the jungle because we know 2 people are dead, and look, we are denying them here. So you know, early game wise, we're playing all right. Okay. No bueno. All right, I gotta see what's going on here. So again, so I'm just gonna slow this down and just kind of mention is like, I mean, the way you guys are playing is constant skirmishes. I mean, if you ever watch a high-level game, there's not very much dying back and forth, going back to lane. Like, you guys are literally, as soon as you guys see each other, each in the lane, you guys are just going down for a scrap again. And sometimes it's initiated by Trev. Sometimes it was just horrible positioning that causes a fight against you guys. Like, this would tilt me. This does tilt me because when you guys lose a lane, you guys just spiral out of control. You just keep losing harder and harder. You guys don't know how to stall out a game. One, because man, you're not farming well. You don't farm well. You're falling behind in CS. The lane itself is back and forth, but I've had to be down there a lot. I've had to put a lot of presence exerted down here, but you guys are still not running away with the lead or anything because of shit like this. I mean, inefficient farm, inefficient laning. I mean, look at Trev is all the way up here, and inefficient fighting, inefficient dueling. It really makes me think when we have a good game, is it really because, look at that, that's a good exhaust by Tom Kench. Like, he knows who to exhaust, when to exhaust. Look at all the life he saved himself from losing because of that exhaust, right? Where was your exhaust, Trev? Right, you burnt it earlier. And that's one thing you guys should realize too. That's the combat summoners that Tom Kench has, and a heal as well. And that's an extra spell that they're using to tip the scale of that fight. Let me see Jinx here. Alright, so why are you going over here, Trev? Why? You should be focusing Tom Kench. So, as soon as you got back into the lane, you are already dead. If I had known any better, I would say you might be behind in the levels. Okay, you're level 9, 10. Look at Ash is level 11. Okay, you just hit level 11. Alright, alright. But I mean, considering the amount of scrapping that's going on, I would be inclined to think that you guys are falling behind on experience, because almost as soon as you get back into the lane, you guys are scrapping, and you either have to back or you're respawning. You know, look at this lack of respect. This should not have happened. You should not have died. Period. Like, it's a 2 versus 1, right? Main wave is equal. This is a good Tom Kench. I mean, he's not. I don't know. He's not great, but this would be me right here. This a lot of support. This is why I like support, because I think it's an easy job. I punish ADCs like that. That made no sense. Why did you stay? Why did you push up so far? And why did you flash? Did you flash forward? No, you didn't. But you ran up here before you flashed backwards. Makes no sense. That probably wasn't worth me ulting in either. Yeah, you know what? I might have been able to, actually, I remember I might have been able to make a good cleanup on that. Maybe. Maybe. And they get a dragon. Alright? Again, no vision over here because you guys are too busy fighting. There's no vision over here. Too busy fighting. We give up control of certain things. Ribbon starting to become annoying, like all ribbons do, right? We don't know where LeBlanc is. And I'm not sure. I don't like this either. Like, Trev, like, why would you go over here? How you have no vision here? How do you know? Okay, well we got this word, but how do you know if LeBlanc started coming in through here and they start running through this way? Would you have had time to run up here and through the jungle? That's debatable. That's very debatable. Riven going in. No, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's Irelia, sorry. So here I am, I'm saying here I'm looking to make a play. Okay. Ashe is a goner, because I'm pretty fed. Good. Riven should have TP'd earlier. So let's see if we could have avoided Jinx dying. Let's see if we could have avoided Jinx dying. I'm pretty sure we could have. But let's see where we went wrong, okay? So first off, Trev, I don't think that was necessary. I think you could have just dropped your ult. Oh wait, just kidding. You don't have your ult, right? Haha. Okay, I don't see why. I think that. Okay, let's go back. I think I even without my ult. I think I had Ashe. Even if I didn't, she's out of the fight. She's out of the fight. Alright, so you got no ult. Jinx has her ult. Okay, I'm coming in. I think you should have threw your hook out right now. Just right this way. Even if Tahm Kench dodges it, you might have hit Ashe. So that flash was totally unnecessary. Okay. Okay, you snare Tahm Kench. Good. But why are you running this way? You guys should be focusing this guy right now. Ashe is gone. What are you doing? What are you doing, Matt? Why are you running past minions here, all the way here? And you get blocked by minions, so you're horribly inefficient. You lose a damaging skill. One of your second damaging spells is over there. Your CC, right? Okay. All right. Trev uses some form of crowd control to try to stop Irelia. Okay. And you mess up the CC because you don't overlap it well. She gets knocked up and snared at the same time. That would have given Jinx another half a second to run up. I think my W would have been up too. You gotta see this. So that one thing, Trev, one thing you did. Let's see if it would have made all the difference. So my W, okay, maybe not. We'll see. Okay, she's dead. I should have started turning back right now. That's one thing that I messed up. Okay. Alright, so you got the ult on her. She gets knocked up. Bam. Okay, wait. Now, if you snared her. Snare. I just start spamming. I'm pretty sure my W would have been up in time to stop Jinx from dying. I'm pretty sure. Let me think. Let's see. Yep. That would have made all the difference, Trev. All the difference. Okay, I get eaten, and then Riven cancels. It makes sense. It makes sense why she would cancel, too. There's nothing to be had. There's no objectives to be taken. We were probably not going to get tower because we don't have anyone who can attack from a distance to siege his tower, right? And Irelia has wave clear. Well, she could have used wave clear for that. But anyways, would have been a wasted. It was a wasted TP. But it would have been a waste for her to come down here. She's at least pushing mid, and we didn't know where KO was. So we were too aggressive, and something that was good becomes something that was bad. Just because we overstayed by about 5 seconds. But, you know, maybe even less than that, by about 5 seconds. Now we're going to lose a tower. Are we going to lose a tower? I mean, if I was enemy team, I would definitely take this tower. And, yep, tower's gone. And okay, Riven keeping the waves pushed. That's good. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, this is good. This is good by a Riven here. Look at all the pressure she's drawing. Okay. Shoo. So there's two things here. This is the common argument. People are like, "What the fuck? Why aren't people pushing when I'm dying?" One, you shouldn't have died. Riven thinks she made a good call, but nah, not really. So let's just scroll back here. Remember, Tom Kench is basically two people. He can teleport someone with him, right? I don't know if he actually did, but you should think of Tom Kench as a TF that can carry two people. So we see Tom Kench heading over. Ash is dead, but when she respawns, she'll be up here, right? So she has to worry about the arrow if it's even up. So everyone's here. The idea is we should be pushing down here or here. Vel'Koz is pushing mid. That's good. That's actually good. Pressure, right? But this is where Riven fucks up. This is actually on Riven. Why? Why is it on Riven? Because if she had played it well, right? She would have been able to, if she had started heading back right now. Wait, did she just get a kill? I think she did. Okay, she did. Alright, so Ash, okay, just kidding. Let me take that back here. So if we watch this again. So we know Ash is here. We don't know where everyone else is. We know they just took the tower, so they probably backed or they could be still pushing. But we have yet to see, right? So Riven doing this shit is being bad. I mean, sure, she got a kill. And I guess you could look at it as an outplay, but she's a bad player because she's making a call, a bad decision, really. Like she's committing when we don't know for sure whether everyone else is here. What's the point of a split push? You make the enemy team choose between losing this tower versus protecting this tower, right? But if they aren't even here in the first place, how is this even a good decision? I mean, there's no decision making for the enemy team. And Riven is operating under incorrect assumptions. So this is all on Riven. This is the bad call by Riven. And if I remember right, she was actually tilted and, you know, calling us all bad and saying our bad decision making is horrible. But we had all just backed, and we're all making our way down here, aren't we? And so she's way out of position before we can get into position to pressure this or even this tower or what have you, whatever. She is out of position. That's on Riven, not us. So let's see if we get anything out of this. I probably should have known everyone was gone, but I was just standing here just in case anyone tried to run up here to prevent them. That way I could just run up and slow them down, zone them at least. Cool. So we did get a tower. But I mean, honestly, if Riven backed up, we would have gotten this tower anyway, would we have not? I mean, everyone was rotating over there. Riven could have gotten out, and we could have gotten this tower. So that, again, Riven fail. Alright, good. So what's the point of taking towers, right? Well, when we take this tower, we free up all this area for us to control. This is when we establish wards, and it makes our lane transition smoother and faster, right? So if an enemy is out here and we're down here, it's easier for us to transition through here, and it's easier for us to starve them on farm, take control of the jungle, and keep them behind, right? You gotta know how to abuse that. You gotta know how to take advantage of that. In low elos, unfortunately, that doesn't happen. Even if you drop wards in their jungle, there's so much more you can do with that vision than just know where an enemy is. Plays are made by words, knowing where people are. If Tom Kench walked through here and we didn't see anyone else around, we saw some people over there, this would be an instant go for me to ult in behind Tom Kench and hope that the rest of the team follows up. Well, I would definitely communicate that, but that's a play right there. That is a pick. That is a free pick. Right? So this is debatable whether it's good or not. Oh man, what a mess. Alright, could we have played that better? Let's see. I was actually really tempted to go back in on Ashe, but okay. Anyways, let's see. So Trev, again, this goes back to Matt, to the main complaints Matt and I have regarding you, is that you try to initiate fights and you don't peel. So their team is based on a dive comp. How do I know that? Because LeBlanc and Irelia can both gap close to kill. It's a pick comp because of Ashe's arrow, and we've also got Kale to help them to basically create more forgiveness for them diving. Obviously Kale's down, we know that, we killed her, right? So now we're sieging 4 versus 4, and we got Riven split pushing topside. This is good. This is good. But where it goes wrong is here. Look at that. You land a hook on Ashe, right? But who's gonna frontline? Who's gonna frontline for Jinx? We're not necessarily dive comp. On top of that, so Vel'Koz needs to walk into position before he can even ult. This would have been decent if Vel'Koz was right here, right? You land that hook, you CC Ashe, Jinx ults, I dive in with you, and then Vel'Koz ults, right? Because now everyone else is getting melted. If they decide to mosh pit, then we're at an advantage. But this is you. You go in. You're the only one this far up. No one can follow up. No one can follow up with you, dude. Like, honestly, this is not a play. This is trigger happy. This is not a good play. You're just trigger happy. You're just looking for hooks, and you're not taking into consideration your teammates. Remember, you're a support. You got to realize that mentality. You are supporting. You are facilitating. You are not necessarily the guy who always has to make the play to kill. Because first, some of your other priorities are back here, right? This is your other priority. So I mean, I guess I kind of threw in a bunch of crap, but let me summarize. You are too far up for any of us to follow up with you, and you've got other people here who could possibly peel for Jinx, but it's hard because LeBlanc can just go in, right? And there is also Irelia who can go in. You need to be back here to stop them from doing so. And these guys, including me, we need to know how to peel for Jinx too. I mean, that should be, if played well, that should be enough to peel for Jinx. But I mean, as we can tell here, front line, you are. Do you have exhaust? You do have exhaust. So look at LeBlanc goes in. We see her going in. It's telegraphed. It's not that fast, honestly. Telegraphed. Dropping her spells. I think you got CC'd because you went in. Because of that, LeBlanc chunks the bejesus out of Matt. You dropped the ult on her. And Matt's kind of out of position right here too, or he's moving out of position. He's totally disregarding Irelia. You get eaten, and we're all tunneling on Ashe here, or LeBlanc. I eat an arrow. Okay, Vel'Koz going in. All right, so at this point, do I still have my W? Okay, I think I do. So all this baloney is going on. And Jinx is gone before we know it. You're in tower shot range. Now you exhaust Irelia after she's on cooldowns, right? But anyways, she does true damage anyways, so whatever. She's got whatever going on. She's doing what her job is. She's diving and she's also frontlining. She's a tank. She wants people to focus her, right? But because of that initiation and some lack of, I guess, peeling on our team's part, Jinx is gone. How much damage did she do? Does she even actually contribute much to the team fight? Let's see. Okay, you go for your hook. There's no CC follow-up from Jinx. She can't peel for herself. You go on Ashe. There's no one following up. No one can follow up. LeBlanc goes in. Okay, so we do try to peel for Jinx, but I mean it's still pretty fast. Locos uses his tectonic displacement, and I try to stun LeBlanc. I probably should have stunned Irelia right there, but our Jinx should not have gone that far up. So Jinx does lay some damage down. Look at their ADC still alive. Everyone's blown their cooldowns. No one can jump on Ashe. Now Ashe has free reign. She can just auto for free. Auto for free. Auto for free. Look at that. And she's at this point done more damage than Jinx has, I think. Because look, she's got her rune on. She's slowing people. I think if Ashe had played this a little better, she could have definitely cleaned up the rest of this fight. I'm sorry, did I say Jinx? I meant Ashe. If Ashe had played this better, she could have definitely cleaned up here. And that all started with that hook, which was not a great hook. Hey, but we're getting okay, good. Riven doing Riven things. But I mean, can you really say that she's that good? Because all Rivens do that. Okay, good. Just creating heavy pressure here. So where did it all go wrong? So even when we're doing well, we're making a bunch of mistakes here. Well, even though we're doing good as a team, us three, there are still a lot of mistakes. And it just so happens so that in this game, as you will see, we made more mistakes. Worse mistakes as well. So you're pushing this out. Remember, no vision. You're not respecting the fact. Okay, well, Tahm Kench is dead, but you still have to realize the fact that Tahm Kench could just appear behind you with Ashe. Ashe has her arrows too, and you didn't know where Irelia was. See, just like that, Tahm Kench to the rescue, because people didn't respect that, and we just lost a totally unnecessary team fight. And we just all lost like across the map for no reason. Okay, I gotta see what happened here. Okay, so we know LeBlanc is here. Okay, you can push out. You know Irelia is here. You have to go to keep pushing. Okay. Everyone's here. Ashe arrow. Okay. So Ashe didn't even need her CC to take you down. So what exactly happened here? Okay, taking free poke. I still don't understand this. This is super basic. It's why are you taking free poke? Okay, and then you throw your CC behind her. That's kind of understandable because you misplayed that, but shit happens, right? Okay. Huh. Yep. First of all, she's got 3 completed items. You too. You got, oh wow, you've actually got a lot of completed items. More than she does. So, huh. What happened? Well, you just got outplayed, I think. Okay, let's just kidding. Let's watch this again. So we know she's got no arrow. I think just seeing this, you as Jinx being right here, if you didn't know if Ashe had an arrow or not, if you didn't know, this is risky on your part. Because she can just drop an arrow and someone can appear out of nowhere, or Irelia, right? Irelia has her TP up. You're not respecting this. It's things, small things, right? I'm willing to bet you probably never thought of that. But anyways, so you overthrow that. Okay, you're auto attacking her. Are you auto attacking her? No. So this is what's happening. You're auto attacking the minions. The only thing that's hitting her is your secondary procs, right? The rune-on passives. Those do less damage. %, right? So you're not dealing your full damage. Let's see. Look how little damage you're doing compared to her crits constantly. Crit. Okay, you do crit her 345, and you're still not autoing her. You're hitting the minions. So you were mechanically outplayed here, because you were attacking minions while she was attacking you. Just for thoroughness sake, right? Gotta see this. Just looking at the damage output from each of you. Okay, you take free poke. She's behind her minions. Okay. Crit, crit. She's definitely attacking you. So you're attacking minions instead of her. That's why she did so much damage. So we just lost across the board, and this is a free dragon for this team. If they make the right decision, right? Free dragon, free tower. Could possibly be both, but sieging against a Vel'Koz is a waste of time. So they make this call. I don't know if they actually make the call based on thinking about Vel'Koz, but okay. Got vision. I don't know about Vel'Koz here. This is risky what we're doing. Yep, that was bad by me, but I mean, I got flash. I knew what the risks were, and unfortunately, I underestimated my enemies, and I got burned for it. Alright, so I baited Vel'Koz into dying there. That was on me. Let's see here. Yeah, that's on me. Baited Vel'Koz here. I think this would have been a great time for Vel'Koz to ult. This would have been a great time. If he had turned to ult, I would have frontlined for him on that Tahm Kench, and I think we could have turned that, or at least made them back up. But hey, we're focusing on us. We're focusing on us, not other players. And he got dragon too. I should have just left us the moment that they got dragon. That's just stupid of me. Okay, so we got top lane pushing. We should be pushing mid and then rotating bot. I mean, we could siege this too, but again, we have two that are down. Okay, and Riven just doing Riven things. I'd much rather have gotten the tower than than all this right here, but it's whatever. So this is just coming from the standpoint of one, being effective, closing out games, but also two, realizing that as Pantheon, I have a really weak late game when I build damage. And so, longer this game goes on, the worse it is for me. That was good. That was a good hook, Trev. That was a good hook. I want you. Let's watch this again. I want you to look at the positioning here. So we know Irelia's down there. Riven's close by. Bam. I mean, Vel'Koz was within distance, right, to land some of his more immediate spells, and then Riven was there to follow up. See? That's a good hook. Good hook when there's follow up. And okay, good, you guys got that. Cool. Also, again, if we're taking into account map awareness, right? We've got Jinx trailing right behind, right? And then we've got me pushing bot lane in. That means that I can ult in. Is my ult up? My ult is up. So we're generating pressure in 2 lanes. Okay. If someone is down there to deal with me, that makes this an even safer play. And it's forgiving too, in the sense that if there's more people over there, I do have the opportunity to either ult in or just keep sieging this tower. It gives you guys room to back up, because then the only way for them to not route you guys would be to come deal with me here. We got pressure coming at many different sides. But I kind of got the feeling that you are just kind of looking for hooks whenever, wherever. That's not what we're looking for. Okay, so in this part of the game, we feel like we're ahead. I mean, just because Riven is doing Riven things. Riven thinks she's ahead, but we're not that far ahead. Look at this. Now we are a little further ahead because we got towers, right? Got 1 tower. Just okay, and we got that tower, so that put us into lead. But before that, we were still pretty even, despite the skirmishes that we were having. And kill wise, we're even, about even. Okay, Irelia still top, dealing with that wave. We should be applying more pressure here. So here's the other thing here. When we're pushed up so much, right? There's no reason why all these camps. I mean, that's probably on me. I should have taken that. But there's no reason why we should not have eaten up all these camps. Look at all the pressure we have. We need to starve them out. So Kale's going pushing this out. And one of the reasons why is because she needs her farm. I mean, she should have taken that too, but we need to put Kale behind. Look, I mean, she's basically carrying the team in some ways, right? Okay, good. We got Baron out of this. That was good. Well, we'll see what we do with it, right? I think this is where the throws start happening. So we got Baron. Good. We're backing, buying items, and the inhib is up. I think honestly, we should do something like either everyone's grouped up, or 1-4 split push, right? Using my ult as global pressure, or Riven, right? She's got her TP. We could even do a 1-3-1 if we're coordinated. But first and foremost, this is an open inhibitor, right? This is pretty free if we were all grouping up here. We can let the minions do the damage, right? This wave is pushing in. Riven's already pushing that. So we should be up here. This is exposed. If they want to contest it, they do not have a tower. Contesting it here, they do have a tower. Well, I mean, go figure. Which is the more obvious option? If we're over here, there's a further distance they need to travel to deal with Riven. If we're here, there's a lesser distance, right? Lesser collapse distance. So, where do we go? Well, for when I'm doing my blue buff, so my team needs to know they need to back the fuck up. Alright, we got 3 of us. We didn't know where the rest of them were. That was bad positioning by you guys, honestly. Pretty bad positioning. Okay. So I was pinging for us to go top. The idea was push this out and then go top. And push this wave in, because we got Riven down there. Alright, Riven sees them coming. She knows better. Okay, she got slowed, and instead she decides to turn back. She could have gotten away. She decides to fight 3v1. Okay. Our team split. What's going on here? And Riven's just being a just being a BM. Horrible. Like laughing at people and stuff. So she gets 1v5'd. And what is Vel'Koz doing? Vel'Koz does not know what he's doing. This is, and then Trev. Okay, Trev is attacking the tower when he should be with us. He did not come to us immediately. He's just okay. So if we were all here, okay, if we were all here when Riven was getting jumped on, we would have gotten this and we would have been out. We would have been out. But instead we wasted our Baron. Oh, here I fuck up too. I mess up horribly. Like, I'm not doing anything. I guess I'm zoning them, which is kind of nice, but I didn't know. I actually had my chat box up and I was spamming spells and I wasn't doing anything. It wasn't until after the fight that I realized that I was typing in the chat box. I wasn't actually doing any spells. That pissed me off pretty bad. But I fucked up here. But even if I had managed to blow up Ashe, it's debatable whether I was, but even if I was able to, I would have gotten cleaned up here anyways. What's Vel'Koz doing? Vel'Koz is still not even with us. Like, what is this guy doing? Take this tower or something. Well, he can't because, right, minion wave is not over there. If Vel'Koz had been right behind us, this fight could have turned out completely different. Even if I was totally useless that fight. A good ult from this side or from here would have drastically changed the outcome of the battle. Alright, look at that. I'm zoning Ashe off. That was a good exhaust by whoever, but I mean, she's not in the fight anymore anyways. So here we... Okay. We're going back. We're trying to peel. But look at, again, dive comp, right? Dive comp. This is how it works. Irelia and LeBlanc. There's no way we can do this. There's no way we can stop this if we're initiating. Did you initiate? Let's see. Did you initiate or did we get caught out? You went back in. You tried to go in on LeBlanc. You should have just kited backwards. This is bad because, like, I think I baited you guys back in too because I thought I was doing damage but I was not. So we're going back. We're overstaying here. Overstaying. So just to begin with, this is already a 5v4 because we know Riven's dead, but it's also a 5v3 because Vel'Koz is not here in time. We can't stop this dive. And bam. So this is how we waste our Baron, and this is how we start throwing the game. Down. Yep. Wait, hold on. Did Riven TP? Right, so Riven just decided to be greedy and throw away her TP to get some kills. Vel'Koz gets out alive though. What happened to Ashe? Alright, oh okay, nice. Hey, Vel'Koz is a pretty good play there. Good, okay. Okay, I guess I can see why this would make some sense. TPing in to clean up. Alright. LeBlanc pushing out. Okay. Alright, I think that that was a decent TP. I can see why she TP'd in to clean up. Right. So we should be getting Dragon now. We know their jungler and their carry is dead. Okay, cool. We're getting Dragon. So here's another thing on freaking Riven here. Riven doing Riven things, right? She doesn't even get that inhib. Like, what's... I mean, cool. You can do what all Rivens do, but you fail to perform an important function of the game, winning this game, right? You didn't get that inhib. We did our job. We got Dragon, but say we weren't even getting Dragon, right? Say the whole rest of the team was everywhere else. Riven doesn't matter. Riven would have died anyways. She would have died anyways. She was heavily overextended. She didn't wait for us to get into position before she got into position. So again, that's on Riven. Alright, so I'm just farming, trying to get some... Trying to stay relevant, even though I'm fed. This is horrible positioning by you guys. Like, I don't understand this positioning either. Like, look at it. So I'm over here, we're all split up, right? We've got no vision here. Why are you guys still here? Why are you guys here? Why didn't you guys run back? So now, you guys are being cut off here. First and foremost, we don't know if Ash used her arrow. I mean, sure, Riven died, but I didn't know whether she had arrow or not. I heavily doubt you guys knew. So just the fact that you guys were here, a good Ash, if they had their arrow up, this would have been a team fight. This would have been cleanup. But she didn't even need that, right? Okay. And this is... Okay, I guess it's okay, because this wave should push back out. So because of that, we lose a tower. Like, because of that mispositioning by you guys, we lose a tower. Okay, Jinx ult to clear the wave. Actually, I would say it's two things. Riven getting killed, right? And you guys getting caught out. That cost us the tower. And that's just horrible positioning. So there's a couple of things. There's several things that we messed up on. One, Pantheon, me, and Riven going topside, getting greedy, right? What are we doing? Okay. We know they're still mid. You guys know they are still mid. You guys know, but you gotta assume that we don't. Right? So what is this positioning right here? Right? They got LeBlanc, they got Irelia. How many times have they dove you already, Jinx? How many times have they dove you already? Why are you still out here? That's one. Two, why is the support back here? I mean, why is the ADC in front of support, and why is the support behind the ADC? You could see it both ways. I think in this position it was you, the ADC, mispositioning. Because there's like 5 people here. If I was Nautilus, ain't no way I'm gonna stand up here. Okay. So look at all this is wrong. Like Riven being greedy. I was actually tilted because I know she was gonna go for my red buff, which was why I went that way. So team split up, team mispositioned, ADC mispositioned. This is on everyone. This is on you guys for being out here. You guys should have been back here. This is on me for being out here. But if you ask, whose fault was it that Jinx died? It's Jinx. All Jinx. Okay. Whose fault was it that we lost tower? It was Jinx and Pantheon, Riven. Alright, but we're looking at just us 3. This is between me and Matt. We lost this tower because of us. And then Trev going in, that was pointless. Oh, well, actually, just kidding. I would say that we lost tower because of Trev now too. So it's me, Trev, everyone out here had a play in us losing the tower. Like Trev going back in and dying, that lost us the tower too. Maybe we would have lost the tower anyways, but maybe not, because the enemy team could be bad. But I'm just saying, if anything, I'd say now it's Trev's fault for going back in and dying for really no reason. And then now we lose this tower, we lose this too. What we should have done was just stall. We were going to lose towers anyways, but the best thing we could have done was literally just stall. You know, group up here, stall until Vel'Koz is up to, to wave clear. And this is bad by Riven too. This is just stupid. It was pretty obvious they were going for this. I don't know why Riven went out there, even if there was a ward here, which, okay, she had some brains, but even if she was here and they were coming up through here, she'd be pretty much dead too. Does Tom Kench have ulti? No, he doesn't. But I mean, there's no way we were gonna defend that. Okay, let's speed this up. So we've lost all lane pressure. We are now behind, right? Still pretty even. We still could potentially make a comeback, but we just... the enemy team is capitalizing better than we are. Look at this. So let's go without the fog now. See, unlike us, when we win team fights, they are like literally snowballing off of all this. Off of this one mistake. This single mistake here. Okay. See, there's vision. Jinx is gone. Dead. Wait. No. Sorry. Okay, I'm not going to rewind all the way back. So basically off of this mispositioning here, right? We lose this tower, we lose this tower, we lose this tower, we lose this inhib, we lose this tower, and then we lose Baron. So tell me, where did we go wrong? I mean, we were literally just punished plat style, punished gold style, because we allowed them to do that. We played horrible, and that is how we essentially lost the game. So speed it up. Okay, Baron push. And game over. Alright. Let me know if this helped. Again, this is not like trying to rag on anybody. This is just trying to identify where we could improve, because clearly our gameplay is full of mistakes. Even when we were doing well, arguably during parts of the game where we were doing well, we could have played better, and it's our fault. Really, it's our fault. So the question, let's go back to the question. Did we play worse, or did the enemy team play better? I would say we played worse. We played worse. We definitely had chances to win the game, and we didn't. All right.